I think we're live. Welcome to a very gloomy Shibuya, where we have a typhoon incoming and about to hit Tokyo anytime soon. So this stream will be a bit of an adventure. We'll see for how long I'll be able to walk. But I think it's my first stream starting in Shibuya since my Sweden trip, so at least that's something. Feels good to be back here. And the plan today is to see how far we can make it, but I'm planning to walk towards Shinjuku. I doubt we will make it all the way to Shinjuku, but who knows? Who knows? The weather is not super predictable. The peak of the typhoon is supposed to hit us later tonight, but it's expected to start raining basically any minute. So we'll see for how far I can go. If it gets really windy or really heavy rain, I have to stop. Before we continue, I want to do a little shout out to Bit of a Wonder, who is still a mega sponsor to this channel. Thanks to his help, I keep doing these walks. So his support means a lot. He also makes walks from the US. You will find his channel linked in the video description down below. Spänning i vardagen. Jajamän, Pio. Not much has changed here in Shibuya since before my trip to Sweden, as far as I can tell. No major changes, but this area is always changing, so I'm sure there's something hiding somewhere. And hello everyone, hello all my members, hello Lemi from Japan, hello. Yeah, I'm not gonna name drop everyone because then I'm sure to forget someone. But thanks everyone for tuning in. I hope you will enjoy this walk. I will kind of take the regular route, I guess, towards Shinjuku. So I'm not gonna bother going up Miyashita Park today. I feel a little bit like I should just focus on getting to Shinjuku before the rain hits. So that's that will be my focus for today. I was actually planning to stream later today, do an evening stream, since it's expected to rain, I felt that this is probably my only chance if I wanted to do a stream today. And I really want it because it's the last day of September. And I'm also hoping to do a Patreon only stream directly after this one, but that also depends on the weather. It may not be possible if it's too severe, but I don't think so. I think we'll be fine. And also, if I'm not mistaken, this is actually the last day of the state of emergency here in Tokyo. So it's set to be lifted from tomorrow. So there will still be some restrictions in place. I think restaurants are still not allowed to sell alcohol after 8, which makes me kind of wonder what the actual difference is, because that's the only restriction that we actually notice in everyday life. But who knows? Maybe there's some other details. Probably. Speaking of alcohol, I think it would be nice to do a beer break at some point today. Let's see if we can make that happen. Restaurants aren't advised to close at 8 anymore. Oh really? Okay, so they are allowed to be open, but they're still not allowed to serve alcohol after 8, right? Yeah, this place was packed with people on one of the streams, and I think that time we were also under a state of emergency. So it's in reality that it's not that big of a difference. Beer break finally, tea is back. Well, yeah, I hope so. Fingers crossed. If the weather gets too severe, maybe there won't be any time for a beer break. Ideally, I wanted to do like end the stream with a beer in Shinjuku once it's dark near the station, watching the trains or something like that. But yeah, that's probably not gonna happen. But we'll see, we'll see. Everything is uncertain today. Fingers crossed for the beer. Good to hear. Good. No pink shorts today. No pink shorts today. I am wearing shorts though, because it's... Oh, actually, speaking of that, haven't done a weather report. But yeah, I'm not wearing pink shorts. I'm wearing these shorts today. And thank you to 2 Minute Noodle. Thank you so much for the super chat. And thank you so much, Jamie, for the super chat as well. It's a good start for a... Well, it's a pretty decent beer fund already. I can get really drunk if I want. Thank you so much. But yes, so let's check the weather. Let's check the weather. The weather app has changed. Oh, look at these handsome boys. Okay, so 27 degrees, rainy conditions expected around 4 o'clock, so that's 50 minutes from now. Let's see how it goes. And then it will just rain all night, and it will be rainy tomorrow as well, but then we have some days with nice weather coming up. And actually, I am planning to go on a little trip from Sunday, and I'm actually planning to give you, my dear viewers, a few options and tell me where to go. It will be I will make a poll on my Patreon page and let you decide where you want to see some videos from. So I think Kyoto will be one of the options. But yeah, my wife and daughter are actually going on a little trip to Hokkaido. So I have 3 days all alone. So I want to dedicate those days to going somewhere where I can make interesting videos. So that's the plan. Oh, I think I actually just felt the first drop of water hitting me. So the rain is already starting earlier than scheduled. Abashiri is a little bit too far. I don't think that will be one of the options. Let's see. Yeah, the rain already started. Let's see how bad it gets. I don't have an umbrella with me, as I like living on the edge. Thank you for the super chat, Vidya Santoso. What differences did you find in Japan and Sweden regarding COVID? Generally prefer not to talk too much about the whole pandemic situation, but I guess it's a difficult subject and everybody's curious about it. The difference is, well, now it has changed a little bit, but when I was in Sweden in August, it felt like the whole pandemic was more or less over there, and at the same time it was really peaking here in Japan with very high case numbers every day. But now things are kind of stabilizing here in Japan too. So yeah, what differences? I don't know, it's a tricky question. I feel that here things like wearing a mask is kind of normal and just common sense to most people, so it's not really a big deal, whereas that little detail seems to be a very controversial and a very big deal in Sweden and most other parts of the Western world. So that's a big difference. That's probably the biggest difference that we can notice in our everyday life, I would say. I've been like wearing masks now for well over a year and a half every day, except when I was in Sweden, because no one was wearing it in Sweden, so neither did I. Okay, yeah, the rain is not too bad yet, so I don't think I need to end the stream yet. But I'm not sure if I will make it all the way to Shinjuku. We shall see. We shall see. So we're getting close to Harajuku already. I think a few more blocks and we will be at the Omotesando crossing, or the crossing between Meiji-dori and Omotesando. It's down there, and then I could turn left and walk down Takeshita-dori, but again I think I'll just try to stay on a straight course as possible in order to be able to have a chance to make it to Shinjuku. Thank you, Vidya Santoso. Appreciate the reply. Have another 2-minute noodle. Thank you. Thank you. What's the temperature now? I don't know if it has changed. My weather app still says 27. Although it does feel a little bit cooler already, but maybe that's just because of the raindrops hitting me. Oh, alright, this place. This used to be like some car company's showroom. Then it turned into a WeWork. Now it says Palantir. What's that? I wonder if it's still... Oh, I think it's still WeWork as well. Pretty nice location. 雨降ってる。はい、雨降ってます。ちょっとだけ。Speaking of cup noodles. Yeah, it's a pretty cool building, this. I like the architecture. Oh, okay. Thank you, Perula, for the for being our Wikipedia page. Can you try to walk into residential areas? So those of you familiar with my channel probably know that I generally do walk mostly in residential areas rather than along big streets. But again, like today, I'm kind of making it my primary focus to try to make it to Shinjuku as quickly as possible before the rain gets too heavy. So I will mostly be I will pass through some residential areas on my way there. I will. But yeah, I would say this stream will be a bit of an exception, as there will be maybe less residential areas than usual. Already at Meiji Jingu station, which is next to Harajuku station on the JR Yamanote line. And not this exit, but there's another exit which is next to the JR line station. But again, yeah, I will just rush to Shinjuku. Gloomy Tokyo is still awesome. That's good to hear. I'm not a big fan of it. I think Tokyo looks really depressing in this kind of weather. But I guess everybody has different preferences. There's actually a quite nice rooftop terrace up there, with some spots that are very nice for nighttime portrait photography. So when I did a model shoot a couple of years ago, we took plenty of photos up there that turned out really nice. Now we are in Omotesando, passing through Harajuku real quick and on our way to Shinjuku. This walk started next to Shibuya station. This building is the Tokyo Plaza. I don't know how well you can see it, but the entrance is quite famous with those like lots of mirrored surfaces. It's seen quite often on, I don't know, Instagrammers, photos. Very popular photo spot. That's right, Toto. If I turn right here and walk just straight ahead, I will eventually get to Roppongi. That is indeed correct. There's no pew pew. Right. Maybe not, that traffic crossing didn't have it, right? I'm sure there will be some pew pew coming later. Yeah, gray skies, and it is raining a little bit, but still not too bad. Not too bad. Yep, here's H&M. One of the earlier H&M stores, I think, in Tokyo, if I remember correctly. I think the first one was in Ginza. This opened not too long after. Such a tall and skinny building. Takeshitadori on my left soon. Not yet, soon. When I first came to Tokyo, there was a pretty interesting kind of circular building over there, with a pretty nice cafe on the top floor where I used to go quite often. But yeah, a while ago they demolished that building and just built this kind of boring, generic looking square block instead. That's too bad. Maybe this one is using the surface area in a more effective way, but it doesn't look nearly as cool. So here we have the entrance to Takeshita Dori, but yeah, we're not heading up here today, but you can see about, I don't know, 50% of people are already walking around with umbrellas. I'm still okay. Jenny Skunk is missing. Yeah, she messaged earlier and said she couldn't make it to today's stream. It's too bad. Our strictest moderator, who always swings the banhammer with full force, she's not around. Is there Domino's pizza in Japan? Yes, there is. It's very common. We get annoying flyers from them all the time in our mailbox. Don't think I've ever ordered it. かしさんありがとうございます。ちょっと用事があるので後で見ます。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。So much sound pollution in the city. Look at this wall with the crack. I don't think it's actually I think it's a design feature. It's pretty cool. Another handsome boy. So many trucks with handsome boys today. So yeah, we're already like halfway, more than halfway to Shinjuku, I think. That's good. I'm walking quickly and effectively today. So yeah, here's a little map just to give you a little location update. So Harajuku station, 500 meters this way. Kitasando station, other way. We are here. Started walking somewhere around here. And Shinjuku is a little bit further this way. Olympic Stadium is somewhere around here. Actually, the rain stopped now. That's good. Ah yes, Pilot Girl. Those that truck was not K-pop, it was J-pop. Japanese streets always this clean. In central Tokyo and central parts of most major cities, the streets are clean, yes. Smaller cities, not always so clean. I like this building. It's very interesting. Feels like it's designed to, I don't know, maximize the amount of windows for each apartment, maybe. Someone will very soon be viewer number 300. Welcome. Welcome, all 300 of you. That's a cute moving truck. I don't think I've seen this one before. There's a bunch of different moving companies. Okay, piano. So it's a moving company that specializes in pianos and maybe other instruments as well. Pretty cute. Mr. Miyazaki, welcome, thank you. Maybe you were viewer number 300, I don't know. It says 306 viewers now, so you could have been number 300. Interesting art gallery. Very vivid and colorful. You can see the Docomo Tower, and I think if we go down here we will get to the Olympic Stadium, which is not far from here at all actually, but yeah, I'm not going there. Sesadadar, you were number 300, greetings from Iran, thank you, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Having a beer today. Yes, that's the plan. That's the plan. To make a beer break. Maybe, I'm not sure if it's gonna be a beer break during this stream or if I will have a beer during the Patreon only stream that I'm planning to do as soon as this one ends. But this humid weather definitely makes me crave a cold beer. Yeah, I mean the walk from Harajuku to Shibuya to Shinjuku is really not far at all. I remember when I first came to Japan, I did that walk a lot, and my Japanese friends thought I was crazy because to them it was really, really far and it's like impossible to walk. But for someone like me coming from a, I don't know, small town in Sweden where I used to walk a lot, half an hour is not really far. Good to see you back, Sir Explorer. Thank you. Thank you. It's like very chill weather. No, it's not chill, it's hot actually. It's hot and humid. It's 27 degrees. And yeah, 64% humidity. 26 degrees now. Was it difficult for you to find a place to rent when you first moved to Japan? Not really, no. I mean, for a long time I was living in share houses. The first share house I lived in was actually just a block or two down this way. So a very good location. And share houses are very easy. But yeah, it's more challenging if you want to rent like a normal apartment, because then you will face the problem with lots of landlords being unwilling to rent out to non-Japanese people, and there's also pretty strict requirements on income, and you need to have a guarantor and whatnot. So I've mostly stayed away from that actually during my time here in Japan. I've spent most of the time in share houses. In the beginning through companies, but then after that it was mostly like share houses that was run by individuals, where there was a little bit less turnover on the residents. A bit more kind of mature share houses, if you want. Some new shops around here. Interesting. You heard not renting to gaijin, not renting to foreigners is illegal. Technically, yes, but in reality, the laws are very full of loopholes. So I've never heard of anyone actually being able to you know, cause problems for the landlord refusing to rent out to them. So we are really close to Shinjuku now, actually. Wonderful. And it's still not raining. Perfect. Let's see, what else are you saying? Thank you, Garfield, for the beer fund money. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, the chat is a bit busy, so it's easy for me to miss some of your messages. Do you have a Discord? No. I'm still thinking about it. But if I do set one up, it will be Patreon only. Because otherwise it would be too much work to manage, and also I prefer to keep it for my loyal supporters. What else? Did you come with your wife in Japan or alone? No. I came alone. I came here in 2008, and I met my wife in 2017. So for most of the time here in Japan I was living alone. Otherwise it would be a different story, I guess. I probably wouldn't want to live in a share house if I was having a family or a partner. Raining in Yokohama now. Rain will reach you very soon. Yes. So if you look at the radar, it's like it's a kind of rain coming up from the south towards the north of Japan. The entire typhoon is coming from the south and moving northwards. So yeah, it will definitely hit Tokyo soon. Oh, another interesting looking building under construction here. this is new. I haven't seen this before. There used to be a high-rise here that I think belonged to a pharmaceutical company. Who knows what's happening here now. The cat in Shinjuku still showing up. I don't know. Let me think. Have I even been to Shinjuku since I came back from Sweden? I don't think I have. Haven't been while streaming, that's for sure, but I don't think I've been privately either. Which part of Shibuya is this? Now we are closer to Shinjuku. We're actually, the closest station from here would be Kitasando on the Tokyo Metro Fukutoshin line. But we're also pretty close to Yoyogi station. So here we have a map again. So we're like between Shinjuku Gyoen and Meiji Jingu Shrine here and Yoyogi Park. So yeah, Shinjuku station here. Up here is Sendagaya station. Down here is Meiji Jingu Shrine. So question is, yeah, I think I will turn here and head towards Yoyogi station. As this last stretch, if I keep going straight, this last stretch is quite boring, so I will turn down here. Thank you, Dave. Should add a PayPal link on the description so you can keep most of our donations. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do that. That's a good idea. Thank you. Thank you. Pretty interesting street. Wish I had like a long zoom lens. It would be kind of cool to just compress everything. Yeah, not so busy this street. It's a nice one though, especially at night. Really like this area. Now we are approaching Yoyogi station. And that's down here. You can see Shinjuku station down there at the end of the train tracks. How's the Family Mart socks you bought the other day? I actually haven't tried them on yet. Because it's been mostly shorts weather since I got them. And those socks are kind of long, so I don't want to wear them with shorts. What time is it now? It is currently 20 minutes to 4 in the afternoon here in Tokyo. And yeah, this building over here, I think I showed it to you on previous streams. It's like one of the most skinny, narrow buildings in Tokyo. And there's actually a coffee shop in here, which is pretty crazy. Yoyogi station. I was like waiting for the traffic light to change, then I realized, oh, there's no traffic light here. So yeah, Yoyogi station, last stop on Yamanote line before reaching Shinjuku. Good to hear that so many of you are happy that I'm back in Japan from Sweden. It's good to hear that you enjoy my Tokyo streams. Beer break coming. As soon as we reach Shinjuku, I will get the beer. Hey Courtney, did you get your Aero laptop yet? What do you think about it? I got mine and I'm really fond of it. Very happy. I already sold my MacBook. Went back to the Windows world. Here's the subway station for Yoyogi, as well as the JR1. Both are connected to this one. Is it always so noisy? Tokyo can be quite noisy in some areas, yes, but once you get to like residential areas, it's usually very, very quiet. It's a big contrast between residential areas and kind of business districts. Which laptop? So it's funny, like a few days ago I got rid of, or I decided to change laptop. So I've been using a MacBook Pro for the last couple of years, but it was getting a little bit long in the tooth, and I was also never really that happy with it actually. So I was looking around, and eventually I decided to get a laptop called the Gigabyte Aero, which is a kind of it's branded as a creator's laptop. It has a gorgeous screen, and as someone who works a lot with photos, that's what kind of made me pick that one. Or that was like my main reason for it. So, and then when I mentioned that on a stream, one of my viewers, Courtney, he said that he got the exact same one the same day. So that's kind of weird coincidence. This is such a minor and kind of unknown laptop. But yeah, I'm super happy with it, and it's really powerful. So I splurged and treated myself to a little gift as well, besides the laptop. So I purchased the Microsoft Flight Simulator, So I'm really looking forward to try that out, because it's finally I have a computer powerful enough to run that game. So that'll be fun. It's actually downloading as we speak at home. Maybe I will take it on a first flight later tonight. Fly over the Norwegian fjords. Thank you, T. Bassad, for the kind words. You love my channel. It's so beautiful, and the tours you're taking in the city are amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, we are now in Shinjuku. The Scandinavia and Japan world updates. Yes, of course, I will download those two specifically. When I saw that there was downloads like that, that was kind of what made me decide to actually buy the game. I was kind of checking it out on Steam, and then it's like, oh, there's a Scandinavia map pack. Wow, okay, I gotta try this. When did you buy your first expensive DSLR camera in Japan? I don't know. I got my first expensive DSLR cameras before I came to Japan. So I think the first one I bought in Japan was probably the Nikon D700. Back in, I don't know, when was that? 2008, 2009? I was coming from a Canon 5D Mark 1, the original one. That was my first full-frame DSLR, but that one I bought in Sweden before I came to Japan. So we made it to Shinjuku without getting rained on. That's nice. I didn't really expect that. But I did walk pretty quickly. It's 48 minutes since I started the stream. So 48 minutes from Shibuya to Shinjuku. Beer time now. Yeah. I think I will. Let me think. I'll probably end the main stream soon and do a Patreon only stream while I'm having a beer, because I still feel that the rain can come at any moment. So in order to be able to actually do that Patreon only stream today, as I've been promising, I should probably save the beer for the Patreon only stream. So if you're not members yet, you still have a few minutes to go if you want to catch that beer break. So question is just, where should I go for the beer break? clouds do look heavier and heavier every minute. Shinjuku Gyoen, no, it's too far from the station. Since I do expect heavy rain to hit, I don't want to be too far away from a train station. So probably somewhere around here. I was thinking Shinjuku Chuo Koen, but that's also pretty far from a station, so yeah, the usual spot at the train track lookout. I think that's probably the best option. But before we do that, let's just take a moment and enjoy this wonderful music. Yeah, some of you knows that song, that beautiful song, which is played so often here in Japan. It's, yeah, some people call it donkey music, but actually it's played in many other stores as well, not only donkey. I think I will. I'll head down here. There's a convenience not too far from here. What's that oblong building? This one. That's the Shinjuku Mod Gakuen Tower, also known as the Cocoon Tower. It's a pretty famous landmark around here. It's actually a fashion school in there. So I can read the signs. Yes, I can read most signs. I've been to other cities in Japan. Yes, I've been to most major cities in Japan, except Nagoya. Nagoya is the only major city that I have not been to, I think. Guess it depends on how you define major city, but yeah. Oddly enough, I've never been to Nagoya. Maybe that will be one of the options for my upcoming trip. So for those of you who just joined, I will go on a trip next week, primarily with the purpose of shooting videos. And I will let my Patreon supporters vote on where I should go for 3 days next week. I will give a few options. Yeah, there you got your pew pew. About Takayama. Yeah, I've been there. Not sure if I will make that an option. Maybe. Which Tokyo district is your least favorite? I don't know. Maybe Roppongi? But Roppongi can be nice. The back streets in Roppongi can be nice. But the whole nightlife area is probably one of my least favorite spots in Tokyo. I also feel that Asabu Juban is very overrated. But yeah, I think Tokyo in general, everywhere is kind of interesting in one way or another. But there's some areas that are a little bit too hyped, and I don't really see the reason why. But anyway, now I know where I will end this stream. I will end it at this crossing, looking at the Tokyo Metropolitan Building. Then I will get a beer here and find a place to sit, and then post the link on the Patreon page to the Patreon only live stream that will start soon, probably in about 15 minutes or so. I will start at 1. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching today. People are watching the sky. Everybody's expecting it to rain, but still no rain right now. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see some of you in a few minutes, and I'll see the rest of you probably on Saturday. Looks like weather will be okay on Saturday, so I hope to do a live stream on Saturday. As soon as the typhoon has passed, I will live stream again. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And see you all next time. Bye bye. Heido. Mata ne. Auf Wiedersehen.